Dualu lied on the CDC. The total budget out there is 449,195, and that's fact check. Maybe if he's honest, he will apologize for that. The second thing that's also very critical, if you say the outturn did not go through the Senate, both senators from Grand Judah voted on that budget consistently. So if they did not receive money, one may ask why they voted on the budget all the years that passed. And if we disagree with the outturn report in the budget, that means all of the budgetary allotment under the Unity Party that is estimated at outturn also means it will be completely lied, because we have no justification to prove that as well. But here is what is very fascinating. Always time, the most important talking point for the Unity Party is CDC destroy this country. And you know, and there's no evidence to it. Let's look at the healthcare budget. This year we're spending over about 100 million, close to 100 million plus in our healthcare budget. Under this government, in almost 3 cycles of budget, we haven't even have a single hospital built under this government. CDC level 3 hospital, 14 military hospital, the Emory hospital as well. And we have numerous hospitals being built as well. In fact, currently as we speak, the maternal mortality rate is increasing according to the World Health Organization. The other aspect that is also very important, the last time the first lady went into, I think it was Redemption Hospital, she changed the bed sheet in the hospital. She referred to herself as champion of maternal mortality. This is the hypocrisy we have in governance. In terms of education, the biggest policy in this country was driven by the CDC, the PROPO policy, directly providing young people who are predominant at the state-run university access to free tuition. That policy was criticized by people like Dualu. Today, they are continuing that policy within the budget, but the CDC did absolutely nothing for our education sector. The amount of expansion of young people in our education sector, state-run university that went to international schools, is all justified. Whilst in this country, first time ever, President Weah took a bold step to provide free WAS in this country. We are spending 1.2 billion budget. The very advocacy Dualu advocate for, which is the lawmaker reduction of salary, in that very budget that he's today propounding, legislature increase their salary on spending. In fact, the salary that's been increased in that budget is on travel. It has no essential evidence to the life of Liberian people, and that's the same budget. The speaker today has a budget increase. In fact, the speaker is spending almost close to $500,000 on non-essential grant in that very budget, on travel, on provisional grant in that budget. He supports that speaker. He's a regime speaker. The deputy speaker also has a budget increase as well. He's a big proponent of both the deputy speaker and the speaker. So this is the hypocrisy the Unity Party come with this conversation. We're not changing the life of the people. The budget does not speak to ordinary Liberians. Civil servant, the harmonization policy, which must be another conversation to have in this time. No solution absolutely for harmonization policy. But let me finally close on the Unity Party plan. The biggest ambitious plan under the Unity Party is the arrest agenda. The Unity Party is projecting around $8 billion under the arrest agenda. That $8 billion projection, the private sector is projecting around 35%, about $2.5 billion. The private sector today is completely depleted under the very government. No solution for the private sector. In fact, another aspect in that budget is the provision of multilateral funding through the ODA and the international institution, almost $1.7 billion. The biggest funding the Unity Party is depending on to offset that funding in that plan is the budget coming from the multilateral institution, which is the MCC Compact, which should be $455 million. It provides no change to the country. In fact, we're spending $1.2 billion annually in the budget, and we're depending on $455 million for the MCF. That's the biggest dependent ratio that this government have in place. The other aspect is the diaspora, which Dualu is a big component of the diaspora. Someone who lives there, who believes diaspora Liberians should have access to opportunity. 0.7% of the budget of the plan for the arrest agenda is being estimated with the diaspora. In fact, there is absolutely no concrete plan to engage the diaspora in remittance process. So this is the situation, but this is not strange, Stanton. This Unity Party projected a poverty reduction strategy, and at the end of that tenure, poverty increased by the World Bank. So in 12 years, they had a whole policy called the poverty reduction strategy. When they left government, poverty reduction increased. In fact, there was an increase in poverty reduction. So we inherited an increasing trend of poverty under this government. So we should speak to the debate with fairness and fact. There is absolutely no justification where we say citizens destroy this country. And then I'm looking forward to Dualu coming back on Spoon. This Spoon, we have sophisticated sedition. They will not give you the chance to run with talking point. We will chase you, and that's the beauty of conversation. We will chase you foot to foot with all of the talking point analysis with fact, evidence. That's the sophisticated citizen we have right now.
And
that's the response I want to have. Stanton, thank you for the time, and we appreciate the fact that
let me ask you something. You guys trying to wish on Dualu here? The mayor can ask him about question, other than attacking him.